Subscribe now. EU debates.
You may recall that we are first in a phase where member states take action voluntarily to reach the gas-saving targets which our package proposed, and then if we are in a phase of EU-level alert, mandatory saving targets kick in. But perhaps, Tim, you want to lay the ground with additional details.
Thanks, Dana. No, really not much to add. As you say, at the moment what we have in place is a commitment by member states to make their best to reach this 15% target. So there is not a mandatory target as long as the EU alert is not put in place. Now, obviously, what there is a lot of political pressure and solidarity among member states. I think there's a very strong awareness of the challenges we're facing, and I think all member states are taking measures. Also, because reducing energy demand and energy use is one of the ways that we can help to reduce bills and reduce pressure on individual households. So beyond that, a couple of elements. One, of course, is that when we do have if we do move to a binding target, and because we're under EU regulation, we have the usual tools for enforcement. And then the other thing which is built into this regulation is that if member states do face shortages and are required to call on solidarity from others, from their neighbours, they would be required to demonstrate that they had taken all the necessary measures to meet these targets as well. So there is an element there of pressure that you have to make your best efforts at national level before you can draw on solidarity from other member states if needed.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Tim. And only to add that the very clear political commitment to go along the way that we proposed is very obvious. We have had agreement on the package that we proposed in July in barely a week, in the month of July, showing how important member states find to go that way, to start saving first on a voluntary basis, and then, if the situation requires the triggering of an EU alert, to accept mandatory targets to make sure that we are all safe, because I think for everybody is very clear that the consequences of not doing so and not being prepared for the scenarios that we have outlined in our communication, the consequences would be very severe. All right. Any additional questions on this subject?